just about ready to go with the press conference. As always, if you wish to ask a question, please use the raised hand function, which you can find in reactions at the bottom of the screen. We also have simultaneous interpretation in use this morning, so please, if you wish to access that, you can do so either by clicking English or German again at the bottom of your screen. And a couple of hands there already, so we will start with Luke Shanley from Sky Sports, please.
Giovanni, how is everyone given the news yesterday? Obviously, you have a lot of big games coming up, a very sad moment with Jimmy Bell passing away. What have you said to the dressing room to keep everyone's spirits as high as they can be?
Well, I think yesterday wasn't about keeping the spirits high. We were all very shocked about the news that Jimmy passed away. It was a hard day for all of us. I think everyone... was really down, which you can imagine. So yesterday we didn't do a lot. I mean, we were all at the training ground, but of course the atmosphere was very, very down and still in shock. Spirits high. I mean, I don't think we had the feeling, that we had to keep our spirits high yesterday. We talked about him. We shared stories about the stories we had with Jimmy, our personal stories. And today we look ahead to Leipzig tomorrow, and it was a really big game already, but we're all very determined to go out tomorrow and give everything we can to make everyone proud, and especially tomorrow make Jimmy proud. So today we are back, and we're gonna try to prepare as good as possible for tomorrow.
Ronnie Charters, please.
Morning, Giovanni. I get. Yesterday, football comes second when things like that occur. In terms of today, in terms of the players' mentality ahead of this huge match tomorrow, how are the players?
Well, I mean, of course, we're still we still mourn, we're still down, but I think the character of my players are the best I've seen in any teams I coached, and. I'm sure that tomorrow the character, the belief, the determination will be there, and we'll do everything to reach the finals. So I think we will be ready.
Joshua Barry, please.
Hi, Gio. Just wondering if there's any update on team news. Is Kemar Roofe going to be able to play tomorrow?
I don't know yet. We still have one day to prepare. Of course, him and Aaron were pushing to be ready for the game tomorrow. So again, today will be an important day for both. So at the moment, I cannot tell you if they're in the squad tomorrow or not.
Gabriel from Clyde, please.
Hi, Gio. You said earlier you want to make Jimmy proud. You want to make all the fans proud. How big an atmosphere do you expect tomorrow night, and how big a role can that help? How big a role can that play in helping you to win tomorrow and get to the final?
Well, I think of course we all have the same goal, is to reach the final. My players, my staff, we all do the best we can to be prepared for tomorrow, which we're gonna do. I think the fans are always important for us at home, and they're a big factor in the atmosphere. So tomorrow will be the same, and I think we're gonna have a noisy night, and a noisy night we need to overcome this opponent, and we'll be emotional, but we'll be ready when the whistle goes.
Michael Grant, please.
Hi, Gio. As well as the character that your players have shown, they've shown incredible fitness in recent games. They won in extra time against Braga, then against Celtic. They looked the fresher team in the second half at Parkhead as well. Where is that coming from, or how much credit do they get for that? And does it give you confidence that they can go the distance, however long it will take tomorrow night?
Yeah, they will. I mean, it's physically we've been good. Of course, we missed some players due to injuries, but I think also physically a lot comes from your mental strength, and we have that. And as you said, to play, I think every game the last weeks has been big against very good opponents, but we were there. Every game, and tomorrow will be the same, because we play against a strong team, not only technically but also physically. But I think we are able to match them, and to give everything we can to be the winners tomorrow. So also character is amazing in my team, and physically, they are good as well, but it's not easy because you have to rest, recover well, make sure you do everything you can to be as fit as possible for the games, and the players are doing that. Of course, also with the support of all the backroom staff we have at the club.
Chris Jack, please.
Morning, Gio. It's also been a very hectic schedule for you and a very busy time. Have you had a chance, either after training or when you get home at night, to really just sit and think about how close you are to achieving something very special this season and what it would mean to yourself and the club?
Well, of course. I mean, it's you have goals in your career as a player, as a coach. You want to achieve great things. So and you dream of. Coaching teams in finals. I mean, you have that as a player, you have that as a coach, and that gives you the drive to keep going. And we are one step away of reaching the final. So we're getting closer and closer. Our European campaign this year has been great, and we want to make sure we extend that to the final.
Matt Wilson, please.
Hi, Gio. So just to continue that theme a little bit, it's only been 3 Rangers managers in the history of the club who have ever led the team to a European final. It would be something quite phenomenal. You'd be joining a very elite list. Can you afford to think about that just now?
No, I'm not thinking about any personal goals. I'm thinking about being successful with the club. For me, the club is the most important thing now. And as you said, it's been not many times that a team played the final in Europe. So we'll be hopefully joining a very elite group, and that's all that matters. We are all here to bring success and bring trophies to this beautiful club, and that's always my main target.
Last one for the manager, to Robert Grieve, please.
Morning, Gio. I'm just wondering ask again about Roof and to a lesser degree Aaron Ramsey. Are you going to prepare to give these guys until the last minute, or are you planning to make the decision today and whether they're going to be available? It's obviously a difficult call for you, I imagine.
Well, depending how the training will go. I mean, we all, when they got injured, we all knew that they will work towards the game tomorrow. And of course, I'll wait as long as possible. But for me, the most important thing is that they are physically able to play a part in tomorrow's game. That's always the deciding factor for me.
So the last one for the manager, from Martin Henkel, please.
Yeah, hi, Mr. van Bronckhorst. My name is Martin Henkel, German media. RB Leipzig has lost its second consecutive game in the Bundesliga. My first question would be, have you seen the game? What did you think about it? And second, especially as a former player, will this have any impact on how to start the game against Rangers for the Leipzig players, having 2 defeats in their mind?
Well, I can only talk about my players and my team, but of course we have seen the last games they played also in the league. Not the result they wanted, so they're now in 5th place. And of course, Champions League football is also important for Red Bull Leipzig. So they will do everything they can to win the game tomorrow. We have to prepare as good as possible. We've of course played against them already last week, so I have a more better view on their players, their qualities, their strengths, their weaknesses. So, we just have to prepare our game for a really tough game against a really good opponent. And, we both want to reach the final. But, of course, I'm the Rangers manager and I'm doing everything I can, and also my team, to be in the final in Seville.
Okay, that'll do us for the manager. Let the manager go. We'll do a couple of questions for James. I'm ready now. Again, guys, just use the raise hand function if you want to ask a question. And we will go to Ronnie.
Morning, James. Excuse me, sorry, just echoing what the manager was saying there. A difficult time for the club. As captain, what have you said to the players? It is still a massive week, but I suppose you have to make that balance, don't you? Excuse me.
It's obviously a devastating time for the club and everyone that knew Jimmy, his family, and it's obviously yesterday was really difficult to take. We all took to our own to obviously to mourn Jimmy. Obviously, people are obviously still doing it now, but I know Jimmy wouldn't want the fuss. He'd want us to pull our socks up, roll our sleeves up, and get stuck into tomorrow. And even in training today, that was him, the standard that he set. So it's about just getting around the lads today, making sure we have a really good session, and which I know we will. And when come tomorrow, I know everyone will be ready to go. And for the first whistle, we're going to do it for the club, do it for the fans, and obviously do it for Jimmy.
Gabriel, please.
Hi, James. Yourself included and several of the players, but a really heartfelt post yesterday online. Excuse me. Could you just tell us, especially as captain, what Jimmy meant to you and meant to the players?
Yeah, I love Jimmy to bits. He was one of the first people that I came in to see when I first joined the club. I remember the first time I met him, I asked him for the number 2, and he gave us some stick for me even asking him. We've created such a special relationship over the years, so it's really hard to take. And obviously the boys that have even just came in this season, they've created special relationships with Jimmy. So he's the heart and soul of this place. But it's we have to obviously focus on the game and try and put the best performance that he would want us to do, and obviously try and reach a final where he would obviously want to go, and that's our aim.
Joshua, please.
Hi, James. Just on the game yesterday, obviously for you joined the club when they're in the second division, and much has been made of your journey with the club. From your perspective, how crazy is it to now be within a game of a European final, and what does that mean to you personally?
Yeah, personally it means a lot, because it has been a journey, but it's been the journey that it's been expected. We've always tried to improve each year. From the board all the way down to players, to youth, we're trying to improve, trying to get better, make the place around us better, and we want to be in these competitions and do really well with it. We've been knocking at the door the past few seasons, and we're obviously a step closer, and it'll be an unbelievable achievement if we can get to the final.
Ian Abraham, Stockport, please.
Hi James, how are you? Okay.
You okay?
How much do the players need to be nervous ahead of this game, because it's such a big game, 90 minutes away from a European final? How much excited? How much? I guess I'm asking sort of for the feelings of the players and what you need to have inside you to get over the line.
I think there'll be maybe a little bit of nerves, but we're playing at home in front of our 50,000 fans. It's another good team that's going to get put in front of us, another team of 11 players. So I think the boys will soak it up. We know the fans will be right behind us. and that's what we'll want and that's what we'll need, and all we can do is give it our best and give it our all and leave everything on that pitch and have no regrets. And if we do that, then we've got every fighting chance to get ourselves into a final.
Robert Gray, please.
Morning, James. I'm just wondering what you're expecting from Leipzig. It's a difficult scoreline for them, isn't it? And do you think it's going to be some atmosphere, you'd imagine, tomorrow night? Do you think that can affect them?
I hope so. I hope our atmosphere can affect him. And you've seen obviously the Braga game. We got an early goal, and that really kicked us on. So we obviously would like to replicate it, get an early goal, and really get after him. But I've seen really good teams come to Ibrox and struggle sometimes. So I hope that is the case tomorrow night. And we as a team, we've just got to make it as hard as possible and try and do everything possible to get the result and obviously limit their chances, because we obviously know they're going to be a threat. But yeah, we just got to try and do everything possible.
The last two go for Matthew, Lindsay, and then Michael, please, to finish.
Hi, James. I was hoping I could ask another question about Jimmy. Would I be right in thinking that Jimmy always insisted if Rangers had won a game that you wore the same captain's armband in the next game as a kind of good luck winning habit, and is that something that you plan to continue going forward?
Yeah, there's that is obviously a true story with the captain's armband. Unless it got too dirty, then we'd come to an agreement and say, yeah, right, I need a new one. There's so many small details. It's going to be a bit strange when Jimmy's not obviously going to be there, but yeah, they're the small things that everyone had with him. He always had something different with every other player, and that was one of mine. And before every game, he'd put my captain's armband on. So it's going to be strange, but I'm more determined to do everything in my power to make him proud.
And Matthew, and Michael, sorry.
Hi, James. It's very unusual for one of the teams from out with the top 5 leagues in Europe to get this far and to get to a Europa League final. Do you think that you might have quite a lot of kind of neutral support around Europe as a team from one of the smaller leagues hoping to get there? I
don't know. It's we obviously concentrate on our fans and ourselves, but if neutral fans are supporting us, then great. We all have the same goal. We all want to be playing in Seville come end of the season, and that's what we want. And we as players obviously want to make the club and the fans proud.
Thank you very much, everyone. That is us, and we'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.
Thanks.